And here's part two of my GoFundMe update, my CX Year 50 update, October 22nd. Oh, my beard is so sexy, yeah. I like to twirl it in my hands. It's so sexy, yeah. Is that terrible? Is it terrible to roll up your goatee if you're a girl and like lick it like that? Is that bad? Or is that just very, very sexy? Or both? Is it like devilishly sexy? Anyway, I gotta blow my nose. Yeah, so there's a huge difference between the whole feel of the word housing and the whole feel of the word travel slash tour. Because I journaled it, when I had the big breakthrough one day recently, and I was like, how come, let me think about this housing thing. How does it feel? And I realized it doesn't feel right. I don't like the word. Then I thought, well, what do you like? And I was like, travel. I love the word travel. Travel and tour. So yeah, that's very exciting to me. And so I journaled it and I talked about it with my therapist and and yeah, when I think housing, when the list of housing and a list of travel slash tour, housing is depressing. When you have housing, it's great. You don't even think about the word housing. When you don't have housing, the word housing is depressing. Travel slash tour is wonderfully exciting. Housing is something that looks like a brick and mortar, solid thing that's right there. You can't move around it. And travel slash tour is more like a gypsy thing, where you have a home all over the world, and you also do so well that you're able to easily provide a home for yourself, when you're not on tour or you're not traveling. So the travel slash tour creates the resources to create your home, not your housing, but your home life. Another thing about housing is it has to do with going to beg people and going through to process, going with your empty hands, asking for charity, asking for people to help you over at social service agencies, and please can I get on Section 8, and please can I get when I lived in a shelter, and finally I got a housing voucher, but they gave it to me in a very sabotagey way. It was only 2 weeks to find a place, and they sent me on wild goose chases to places that didn't exist. It was horrible. It was just completely built to make me fail. And so that system is not for me, whereas the other system, I've always been able to raise funds for creative projects that I have, or just by being myself, it makes people excited to fund my life. They either want to fund me, they either want to support me because they like what I just realized you can see all of my shirt, which has like food and toothpaste on it. I'm sorry. I wasn't recording this to be a superstar. I just want to share from the comfort of my room. Because if I don't do it now, I'm not going to do it. It's not going to get done, and I wanted to get her done. So many differences. When I think about housing, I feel completely unempowered because this is not my first time around the housing rodeo. According to, going by social work, social agency channels, through those channels. This is not, it's 2019, and the first time I went to a homeless shelter was 2015. It's a long time having home, and I had housing crises before I went into shelter, right? So, in some ways, my journey is a very typical one of our people who can check the boxes that I can check about myself. There are a whole bunch of reasons that I would be in a situation like this. I'm textbook. So I'm very excited to be on the travel slash tour journey and discover who I am. Speaking of which, one of the reasons that I have this beard, and part of my tour title will probably include Proud Bearded Woman in it, is because the reason that I let it grow this time, I've let it grow twice before in my life. Both times had to do with something to do with defiance, and this time it's pure self-love. Pure self-love. is because I want to learn how to be a person with this beard. Like I want to learn what I need to learn in order to be able to wear my beard and to keep it. I'm going to keep it, so I just want my life to support it. So in this way, my beard is showing me how to live, and the tour is part of it. You may notice that quite a few bearded women, well-known bearded women, are performers. Some of us have to create our own means of work, and some of us happen to be creative. So yeah, so it's really suited for me. So I'm looking forward to sharing this journey with you. I'm extremely thrilled that you're even watching this because that means you're interested and or you care. Um, and so thank you and make yourself a beautiful day. And I'll be sending updates soon because I'm learning how to use my channel as I am right now, 50 years old with my limitations, to be as live and vibrant as an artist as I was when I was in my 20s, not with these issues. When I was in my 20s and working, and not with mobility issues, and not with the as many symptoms as I have with the mental health stuff. And I want to be an example of how somebody can work with these conditions. Work, however, whatever that word means. Um, yeah, even if that means being a disabled artist and getting a disability check. I would love that. Okay, thanks. Take care. Bye.